Ariakas organized the dragon armies to inspire community and brotherhood, and at the top are the Dragon Highlords. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga episode. My name is Adam, and today we're going to talk about the dragon armies. I'd like to take a moment and thank the members of this channel and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. You can even pick up Dragonlance gaming materials using my affiliate link. I am referencing the War of the Lance sourcebook primarily for this information. If I leave anything out or misspeak, please leave a comment below. The seeds of the dragon army lay in the previous Dragon War, where the Queen of Darkness was banished by Huma Dragonbane. But it was the Cataclysm and the foundation stone that allowed that seed to grow. A decade before the War of the Lance, Ariakas was already busy organizing his army across racial, cultural, and national boundaries. It cannot be understated the pure infernal majesty created in Takhisis' name under Ariakas' rule. He was able to bring together groups of beings that have otherwise warred with each other into units that operate strikingly well, and all in secret. The dragon armies were broken into wings, based on the color of the chromatic dragons assigned to each. So the reference of red dragon army and red wing are synonymous. Each wing has from 2 to 5 flights. Each flight is composed of 2 to 3 brigades of 3 or more companies, based on the wing's orders. While the composition and types of troops will be an episode unto itself, the control of a wing and the chain of command will be the primary focus of this episode. So without further ado, let's take a look at each wing's Dragon Highlord. While they do vary and command does change throughout the history of the War of the Lance, there are traits that each successful Dragon Highlord shares. They must be ambitious, driven, and know how to successfully inspire their command team and troops. This must be done through regular pay or fear, but this is never a guarantee of success when commanding the Dark Queen's wings. Ariakas carefully crafted the dog-eat-dog culture in Her Majesty's army to ensure only the wily and persistent will remain in command. Ariakas is the chief Highlord in the Dragon Queen's dragon armies. Highlords are the highest ranking office, and each wing has one assigned to command. All Highlord positions are in a state of constant flux, as they will be continually tested by their troops, peers, Ariakas, and even the Dark Queen herself. Each Highlord has a number of High Masters below them, who serve as lieutenants, field commanders, administrators, and personal assistants. Beneath the High Masters, the chain of command can fluctuate a bit, depending on the Dragon Highlord and the schemes of those under their command. Dragon Army officers tend to be the next in line of command, and they tend to hold the position of brigade commander, flying citadel wind captains, regional governors, petty bureaucrats, etc. Few masters operate primarily on a provincial level, commanding individual companies on behalf of a Highlord. The Black Dragon Army's mission is support and asset management. They typically adopt the role of an occupying force. Initially commanded by Maldiv, who is succeeded by Lucian of Takar. He has emboldened the Black Wing by taking a mercenary approach of operating on a contractual basis with his officers and soldiers. He occupied and governed Blud, Zakar, and Balafor by forming strong pacts with the ogres and dark dwarves therein. The Black Wing is made primarily up of ogres, hill giants, and human mercenaries. Lucian prefers to use Baz and Bozak Draconians, pairing the Bozak elite troops with ogre mages. The Blue Dragon Army may be the most popular, and ties with the Red Wing for the most Highlord turnovers. Initially led by Marisard, leadership shifted first to Cartilan of Kur. Most of the successes of the Blue Wing came when Kidiara Uthmatar took control. She brokered deals with leaders in the north, leading hordes of human and draconian soldiers, hobgoblins and kobolds from the Taman Busuk, ogres from Krynn and the Reaper Army, or Lord Soth's Legion. Kidiara paid her troops well and entrusted her High Masters with more responsibility. Because of this, she was the most revered Dragon Highlord under Ariakas himself. The Blue Wing controlled Vingard, Kalaman, Throttle, and Lemish. After Kidiara's death, Karalas took control of the Blue Wing. The Green Dragon Army is led by Salah Khan, who took over from the first, now unknown, Dragon Highlord. The Green Wing was initially tasked with assisting the Red Wing, but supported the Black and White forces throughout the war. The Green Wing controlled Krynn, Kur, and northern Sylvanesty, being held back by the Nightmare. The Green Wing is composed primarily of ogres, nomads, and goblins. After Salah Khan's death, Hulek Skullsmasher took control of the Green Wing. They excel at running guerrilla campaigns that harry defenses and wear down any resistance. When faced with another army, they retreat to pre-planned ambush territories. The Red Dragon Army was led by Dulket Ariakas. When he became emperor, Fair Karen took control. Upon his death, Verminard of Nidus became the Dragon Highlord. After the companions murdered him, Rugoheras took command of the Red Wing. This is the strongest arm of the Dragon armies. It controlled much of the New Sea region in southern Ansalon. Verminard used propaganda and fear prior to reducing a region to ash. He would use local leadership against its population and was wildly successful until, well, you know. The soldiers are the highest paid and consist mainly of Baz, Bozak, and Capac Draconians, supported by human and goblin mercenaries. The White Dragon Army was led by Fealthas. It is a support wing. They aided in the Goodland campaign and the assault of Sylvanesty. It commands from Icereach after making pacts with ogres of Daltagoth, Thanoi of Icereach, and Minotaurs of Methas. Its scouts ride dragonback or on the backs of polar bears. After Fealthas's death, Barbarossa ended up taking command of the White Wing. Many would see the White Wing as having a minor role in the Dragon armies, but under Fealthas, it was truly integral to the forced evacuation of Sylvanesty. Though the leadership of the wings would shift throughout the war, the Dragon armies would teach an invaluable lesson to future warlords, specifically through its failures. And because of this, it's easy to dismiss them as failures. But until the companions found the Dragonlances, nothing stood in the way of the overwhelming military might and tactical prowess of her Dark Majesty's armies. And if it wasn't for Raceland Magir, even with evil consuming itself, Takhisis would have been successful. But that is all I have to say about the Dragon Highlords. I hope you enjoyed the information. What other details would you like to learn about the Dragon armies or their units? Do you have a favorite Dragon Highlord? And finally, if the Dragon armies had the structure of the Knights of Takhisis, would Ansalon have ever turned to the Fifth Age? Leave a comment below. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. This all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, remember, I don't want to be traveling with someone who looks like they got in a fight with a maypole and lost!